I'm one of the senior community fundraisers here, and I look after an area which is the North East Home Counties, which is a huge area that runs right across Surrey, Berkshire, into Oxfordshire and all the way round into London, so north of the river. So huge area that I cover. I very first got involved in the Children's Trust when a very close friend of mine, family friend, her son had a very serious skiing accident, and he was in a coma for about 3 weeks, and very slowly started to come out of his coma, and his diagnosis though was very bleak. And obviously, as friends of the family, it was horrific time for us to hear what was going on. But very luckily, Chaz did start to make a recovery. But again, the prognosis was very bleak, and the doctor said that his life was going to be very limited. As a family, they scoured the world to find the best care, and the Children's Trust was the best place that they found, and luckily, obviously, they didn't live too far away, so they fought very hard for him to come here to get a place here at the Children's Trust, and he came and he was here and he was completely rehabilitated. They helped him walk, they helped him learn to feed himself, to speak, to live what we would class as a normal life today. And it's an amazing story, because 2 years ago Chaz sat exams to go to one of the most incredible independent schools in the UK, and he passed those exams, and now today Chaz lives an amazing life. He's in full-time education. He plays rugby, he does everything that you can imagine a boy of about 14, 15 years old, he is now, is doing, and it's an amazing story. And his mum always says to me how it was the doctors that saved his life, but it was the Children's Trust that gave him back his life. Just from my own personal point of view, it's really wonderful to be part of something that is actually that means something, where the money that we raise, and we have a phenomenal amount of money that we have to raise each year, but it means that these children get the care, they receive, or there's the ability for them to change their lives, and to be part of that is wonderful. It makes me feel very proud that I'm part of this team. And the work that we do is just so diverse. We do a tremendous amount of work, and I specifically work with lots of small businesses within my locality, and I'm very passionate about trying to change the way people perceive charities and fundraising work. We are very much a charity that works in synergy with our corporate clients, and we work very closely with people. From my own point of view, I often find that I go into situations where, rather than me saying, okay, well, what can you give me as a charity, I go back in and say, well, what can I do for you? With the background that we have here, we have so much that we can offer businesses. We have 41,000 hits on our website every single month. I found out last week we have the second largest Twitter following of a charity here in the UK. Now, where else can you be open to that brand awareness? Opportunity for the Children's Trust to be open to such a vast number of people. It doesn't just only raise the profile of the Children's Trust, it obviously will help tremendously with our fundraising efforts. we need to touch as many people out there to help support us, because as a charity we're not as huge as the NSPCC. We're not a tiny charity, but we still have a way to go. We still need people to hear about the work that we do. So being open and being able to work alongside Stormchild would be wonderful for us, a great opportunity. Here at the Children's Trust we have 400 employees and we had 460 volunteers that help us throughout the year. We have around 75 children here that are being looked after on a full-time basis, and obviously that's 24-hour care. So even though we have 460 volunteers, we still desperately need more help and more support continuously, because it's a huge job that we have here. And we have some amazingly dedicated volunteers that come and work here. But of course, it is always difficult because we're asking people to give up their time, and not everybody has masses of time that they can give. So the more people that we have that can come and help, the better it is. And we also need help within our communities for our community fundraisers. We have people that are working right around the country, right down into the Kent area, down into Brighton. As I said earlier, I work across the Berkshire, Surrey and Berkshire into Oxfordshire areas. And we all need help. We all need support in our communities for the events that we're hosting, as well as coming here to the Children's Trust to support the children.